Hey, what's going on, guys? Mike Jarovic here with Condemn Labs, coming at you with a State of the Union on a beautiful Flex Friday. We got a little bit to talk about. Want to keep this one short and sweet, give you guys a heads up of everything that's going on currently with the brand. Big thing happening today. Souls for Sale is dropping. I know, guys, I know it's very late. It was supposed to be here for Cinco de Mayo, but when I tell you that every single thing that went wrong could have went wrong, it probably have went wrong. There was just way too many delays along the pipelines. I can't say it was the artist. Graphic design was a little bit delayed in getting the label in. Label printing took a little bit longer than it was supposed to take or than we're used to. We are coming into busy season, though, in some of those guys' favors. And then, obviously, the big major delay was going to be the trademarked ingredients and the flavoring. We didn't want to compromise for the flavoring. We already signed off on it. We put it on the label. The label was in print, and then the flavoring just kept taking longer and longer and longer, and we just felt trapped. It felt handcuffed. Really wanted to bring you guys that product earlier so that it didn't overlap the Black Magic collab, but it is dropping today. If you guys like it how I like it, I mean, that product is great. It's a very speedy, fast-forward, focusy product. Got all your pump ingredients in there as well. Just a really great product for some of the stronger stimulant heads out there. The next thing that we got going on next week is going to be the Black Magic collab. Every week we've been posting something about it, teasing you guys. This one looks like it's going to be on time. We are going to knock that one out of the park. That product has got a little bit more of a mild, moderate stimulant, but it's super heavy in the pump. I mean, it's overloaded in the pump ingredients. So if you're looking for a great pump and you're somewhere in the middle with the stims, that Black Magic collab is going to be a game changer for you. We're going to be selling our flavor. Black Magic's going to be selling their flavor. So we want you guys to go on our website and pick up the flavor. Go check out their website. Check out some of their other products as well. Pick up their flavor. So that's the whole purpose of the collab. I'm going to do a separate video somewhere down the line breaking down how the collabs work in this industry now that I know the inner mechanics, kind of give people a heads up on how, brands come together, collaborate, how they break things off, how they use each other's assets, platforms, and things of that nature. I think it's a pretty cool process and people would want to hear about it a little bit more. Another thing that we have on the website, we got the shirts. I finally got mine in. I just got them in a couple of days ago. Shirts are really cool. These are just logo tees for now. There's 3 different variations with 3 different colors. So you have 9 different SKUs, and you have the minimalistic logo t-shirt, you have the full logo t-shirt, and then you have a horizontal logo t-shirt. The logo t-shirts is something I'm going to try really hard to keep in stock as they're like core items for the brand, but we have some really cool slogan items we were working on today. Just badass slogans that really fit the culture of the brand. Another thing I want to talk about while we're on the culture of the brand topic is the ambassador program. As you guys know, Yari left the brand. Just was no hard feelings. I think we just grew apart over the last couple of years. And, I brought him on board to do a job and take on a role and a responsibility. And I haven't really addressed any of this. I'll be honest with you guys. It really wasn't getting done. I didn't like what I was seeing. Maybe he wasn't happy dealing with the athletes. I'm not really sure, but I'm kind of glad we parted because there was no growth from the situation. It seemed like a one-sided thing where I was paying a salary and I just wasn't getting the job that was being done. And unfortunately, some people mistake being busy for being productive, but that's not necessarily the case. The feedback that I'm getting now, talking to the athletes and onboarding a new athlete advisor, has been way more positive. I think he's a better man for the job. My only regret is that I didn't make the changes earlier when I saw some of the flags and the writing on the wall. That's not me to bash anybody because Yari was a great ambassador, but I think I just graduated him out of a position that put him into a place of incompetence, and then it became stressful when somebody's really not great at something. So I mean, shout out to him. He helped us build a lot of things up early in stages, but at the same time, people grow apart. So there's no hard feelings, and I wish him well with the new company. And that's it. I'm going to leave that there. But talking about Alex, bringing Alex on board, presenting him with all the problems, him being a military guy, him being a co-coach to his son's soccer game, and just listening to like leadership, personal development, positivity, I could already see a little light flickering at the end of the tunnel. I'm telling him about some of my stresses, what I want to do, how hard it is for me to be involved in the day-to-day with the ambassadors, but how important the ambassadors are to me. So what we're doing is working closely with the marketing team right now. We're rechanging the offer, rechanging the name of the ambassador program. It's not going to be called the institution anymore. It's all happening right now. We're going to make some black and white offerings. We're going to focus not so much on the money aspect for the brand and building commission, but more like just delivering value and building a community of like-minded individuals. Condemn Labs has always been a hardcore bodybuilding brand. It's a hardcore fitness brand since the inception. We've pivoted and changed and tried to step into other realms over time. And I'll be honest with you, we always come back to this. So we're going to lean in on our niche a little bit more and try to grab the like-minded people that we think fit our brand and build out, a community like that. I feel like things got so straight in that program that I wasn't doing a great job of micromanaging it, which is shame on me because that's why it grew out of control. But now that I have my, teeth into that side of the business and building out some sort of community, building the Condemn Labs culture, I'm going to have a lot more fun with it now because I want to be a lot more involved. At the same time, I see sometimes you have to do something and kind of just completely screw it up to know what not to do. And that's kind of what we did with that program. But I'm looking forward to building it up. Be on the lookout for that, guys, because we're going to change the whole game plan for that entire thing is going to be completely different. And I think there's going to be somebody in place that can manage that program who knows his job, his roles and responsibility. If you guys haven't already reached out to Alex, he's kind of just getting warm to everybody on the social platforms, talking to them, communicating. So feel free to reach out to him, express any comments, concerns, wins, losses, things that you would like to see in the future, because we're implementing all of it now on the back end. It's actually a really, really lot of work because you're trying to find pieces of the program that make people tick, keep them engaged, get them involved, make them want to be a part of the brand, make them a believer in the products, try the products so that they can go out and kind of promote the products. At the same time, we're trying to give something more valuable to them so that there's a stickiness where they want to belong to what we're building. And maybe it might stem from me personally. Maybe I'm just not articulating the brand's vision or the brand's mission enough. And I'm going to put a little bit more work into that. So I got my work cut out for me. I mean, I handle constructive criticism really well. I know what my flaws and my weaknesses are. So I'm a work in progress. Every day I'm trying to better myself. That's another thing I saw about Alex. That's why I really like Alex. He's already into like personal development to a whole nother level. So when people care about, what other people think about them or how they're perceived or how they're growing as an individual, I'm not talking about chit chat on social media. I'm talking about like when they care about the total package and moving the needle forward. I mean, they're already a good fit to be able to help other people. And that's exactly what we want to do with the brand. Other thing I want to address, guys, is out of stocks. Everything that's out of stock is going to be dropping and trickling in stock. So just be on the lookout for updates. DNA Dispatch is about to sell out, but we're going to have it in next week. Humuslim Plus is in there. It'll be back in stock soon. Confine, the purchase orders in for that. That's probably going to be a few weeks out. I think all the fat burners are in there. All the convicts are in there. I think all the proteins are in stock. All the essential commodities. If you guys haven't tried the commodity product, please pick some of those up when you put your purchase order in. Some of those products are essential. I started with the beginning ones that I thought were the most important. I would like to add a fish oil right away. I want to add a multivitamin. Looking to add a test booster in there as well. I mean, these things are essential. I think they're really important. And we're going to do our due diligence and just, see what we can bring to market, make it effective, and give you guys nothing but the best. That's really what we try to do here with the essentials line, the sports nutrition line, clothing. Everything we do is well planned out. So it's very thoughtful. And it's just a lot of work running the business in the back end. There's a lot of moving pieces, and sometimes things don't go the way we want them to go. So we're just dealing with some of those bumps and bruises at the moment. But I think we're in a good spot growing things forward. And I think you'll see some changes in the brand over the course of the next 6 months that will really help us cement our place in this industry. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave you guys with that. It's going to be a busy weekend. Souls for Sale dropping next week. Black Magic Collab, Deception, pre-workout is dropping. Out of stocks will start to replenish and be back in stock. New clothing is going up with more clothing on the back end coming behind it. So stay tuned, follow along. Appreciate you guys supporting. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, as always, reach out to me, mike@condemnlabs.com. I try to get back to everybody, or reach out to me on social media, Michael Nicholas 718. Appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend.